The hardest prison to escape isn't made of iron. It's the prison of impatience. Many people don't fail because they're untalented. They fail because they stop one step before their breakthrough. But what if the greatest achievements in life aren't created by extraordinary talent, but by ordinary actions repeated long enough? What if the difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't intelligence, luck, or connections, but consistency? In today's story, we'll follow the life of a young man named Jason. At first, his struggle may seem simple, but as his journey unfolds, you'll discover a powerful psychological truth that has transformed the lives of countless successful people. Stay with me until the very end, because the lesson behind Jason's story might completely change the way you think about success, failure, and consistency. Now, let's begin. Jason grew up believing that successful people were simply born different. Whenever he saw someone become wealthy, skilled, or respected, he assumed they possessed something he never would. As a young man, Jason wanted to build a better future. He dreamed of starting a business, learning valuable skills, and creating a life his family had never experienced. He was motivated. He watched motivational videos, he bought books, he made plans, and every time he started something new, he worked harder than anyone for a few days. But when progress didn't come quickly, doubt quietly entered his mind. This isn't working? Maybe I'm not talented enough. Maybe successful people are just lucky. Without realizing it, Jason repeated the same cycle over and over again. He would begin with excitement, lose patience, quit, then search for the next opportunity. Months turned into years. His dreams never disappeared, but neither did his habit of giving up too soon. One afternoon, while walking home from work, Jason noticed an old man sitting beside a large rock on the edge of a dusty road. The old man raised a heavy hammer and struck the rock. Bang. Then again. Bang. Again. Bang. Jason watched for several minutes. Nothing happened. The rock didn't crack. It didn't move. It looked exactly the same. Curious, Jason walked over. "Sir," he asked politely, "why do you keep hitting that rock? It's not changing." The old man smiled but didn't answer. Instead, he lifted the hammer again. Bang! Again, bang! Again, bang! Jason shook his head. This is pointless. The old man finally stopped. He looked directly at Jason and asked, "Tell me, which strike breaks the stone?" Jason frowned. "The last one." The old man smiled. "No." He gently placed the hammer on the ground. "The last strike only reveals what the first 100 strikes were already doing." Jason remained silent. The old man continued. "People celebrate the final moment, but they ignore every invisible moment that came before it." He pointed at the rock. "For every crack you can see, there were hundreds you couldn't." Those words stayed with Jason. That night he couldn't sleep. He replayed every goal he had abandoned, every book he had stopped reading, every business idea he had quit, every skill he had left unfinished. Then something became painfully clear. He hadn't failed because he lacked ability. He had failed because he expected results before the work had enough time to produce them. The next morning, Jason made a decision. He would stop chasing quick success. Instead, he committed to one small action every single day. Some days he felt motivated. Some days he didn't. Some days progress seemed invisible. But unlike before, he refused to quit. Weeks became months. Months became years. Slowly, his skills improved. His confidence grew. His business began attracting customers. People who once ignored him suddenly started asking, "Jason, what's your secret?" He smiled. There isn't one. They're only seeing the strike that finally broke the stone. They didn't see the hundreds that came before it. Years later, Jason became the kind of man he once admired, not because he was the smartest, not because he was the luckiest, but because he stayed long enough for consistency to do what talent alone never could. And that is a lesson many people still need to hear today. Every day, someone starts learning a new skill, then quits after a week. Someone begins exercising, then stops because the mirror hasn't changed. Someone starts a business, then gives up because success didn't arrive fast enough. Without realizing it, they're walking away just before the stone begins to crack. The truth is, consistency rarely feels exciting. It often feels repetitive, it feels boring, it feels invisible. But invisible progress is still progress. Every successful athlete, every successful entrepreneur, every master craftsman, every great leader has one thing in common. They kept showing up when nobody was watching. So before you leave, ask yourself one question. What dream have I abandoned simply because I expected results too soon? Because the life you want may not be waiting for a better opportunity. It may simply be waiting for your next strike. If this story changed the way you think about consistency, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs this reminder. Subscribe to the channel. And remember, success isn't built by one extraordinary effort. It's built by ordinary actions repeated long enough to break the stone.